fear, and sadness. The movie you're about to see takes destruction and shows construction. It takes fear and it shows pride. It takes sadness and it shows celebration. As we feel our sadness, it is our responsibility to maintain our pride. The movie Defiance will show you just how we should feel so proud. I'm here today to introduce the movie Defiance. Those who first hear the story or see the trailer for the movie may think it's just another story of Jews suffering during that horrific time of the Shoah. But Defiance is different. This is a story of Jews fighting back and defending themselves, rejecting the idea that the Nazi Party or anyone else could ever destroy us. Defiance is written about my father, Aaron, and his brothers during the Holocaust. When the Nazis came to Belarus, Russia, where they lived on a farm, everything was taken from them. Their parents and two brothers were killed before their eyes. Their town was destroyed and they had nothing left. During what I imagine was the most traumatic and difficult time of their lives, they did something courageous. My father and his brothers found safety in the woods that they knew so well. They lived there and survived the constant threat of the Nazis for 4 years. Imagine that they even had to relocate and rebuild several times, always trying to stay ahead of the Nazis. They not only defended themselves, but built a home in the community, and a community in the woods. If the story had ended there, we all would have been amazed, but they went further. They did more. They performed the ultimate mitzvah. My Uncle Tuvia was quoted as saying, "I would rather save one Jew than kill 100 Nazis." My uncles and my father, who is depicted in the movie as a 12-year-old boy, saved 1,200 Jews by bringing them into their Jerusalem in the woods, as they called it. They provided food, shelter, and a community. They formed a community where people studied, people worked, everyone had to contribute. Some even fell in love and got married. They had shops for sewing, a leather shop, a gun repair, and a shoe repair. The workshops were built above ground. In one area of the camp, there was a house for the doctor and a small infirmary. A kitchen provided food for everyone in the camp. Once a day, people stood on a long line, but a quickly moving line, holding plates and spoons, waiting for their noonday meal once a day. They slept in rooms that were built underground and camouflaged to hide from the Nazis. When they had everything taken from them, they used that pain to create something incredible. They resumed their lives in the woods. They refused to let the Nazis take their rights, their history, or their lives away. They stood up for themselves. They showed defiance. Tonight we'll see the movie Defiance. However, there are many other stories, all of equal importance, and it is crucial that they all be documented. You have all either been touched by the Holocaust directly or have known someone who has been directly affected. It's our responsibility, yours and mine, to keep those stories alive. You will be the ones to make sure that this never happens again. The story of my family has been made into a film, along with many other stories. Whether the documentation is in a film, in a book, in a journal, or simply by word of mouth, each story is a symbol to remind us that we are a strong, resilient group of people. May Hashem give us all the strength to remember the stories, to retell them, and to honor the courageous actions of my family and all of yours by never letting this happen again. We'll talk again after the movie. You'll have questions and comments, and I will try to answer, and I will